Exodus chapter 10. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, Go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart, and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs before him, and that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son, and of thy son's son, what things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that you may know how that I am Yahweh. And Moshe and Aharon came in unto Pharaoh, and said unto him, Thus says Yahweh, Elohim of the Hebrews, How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else if thou wilt refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field. And they shall fill thy houses and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen, since the day that they were upon the earth unto this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, How long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve Yahweh their Elohim. Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed? And Moshe and Aharon were brought again unto Pharaoh, and he said unto them, Go, serve Yahweh your Elohim. But who are they that shall go? And Moshe said, We will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters. With our flocks and with our herds we will go, for we must hold a feast unto Yahweh. And he said unto them, Let Yahweh be so with you, as I will let you go, and your little ones. Look to it, for evil is before you. Not so, go now ye that are men, and serve Yahweh, for that ye did desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up of the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail hath left. And Moshe stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and Yahweh brought an east wind upon the land all that day, and all that night, and when it was morning the east wind brought the locusts. And the locusts went up over the land of Egypt, and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be as such. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, and they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left, and there remained not any green thing in the trees or in the herbs of the field, through all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moshe and Aharon in haste, and he said, I have sinned against Yahweh your Elohim, and against you. Now therefore forgive, I pray thee, my sin only this once, and entreat Yahweh your Elohim, that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh, and entreated Yahweh. And Yahweh turned a mighty strong west wind, and took away the locusts, and cast them into the Red Sea. There remained not one locust in all the coasts of Egypt. But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. And Yahweh said unto Moshe, Stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moshe stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called unto Moshe and said, Go ye, serve Yahweh. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moshe said, Thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto Yahweh our Elohim. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not an hoof be left behind, for thereof must we take to serve Yahweh our Elohim. And we know not with what we must serve Yahweh until we come thither. But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said unto him, Get thee from me. Take heed to thyself, see my face no more. For in that day that thou seest my face, thou shalt die. And Moshe said, Thou hast spoken well. I will see thy face again no more.